someone else, and this is what Caroline is saying. So let me pick you right back up. And people want different things, and what I was selling before is not making money. But I don't know, I come up with my juice. Can I insure against the liability in case somebody drink my juice and get sick?
There is something called product liability. So it covers the goods supplied, manufactured, or sold.
And that is covered in
the key biz package. Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm going to just stop Caroline there again. I'm going to tell you something. I remember doing a certification course at the SRC in food safety. For all of you operating a business from home today, where you make juice and food and stuff, there are two things. One, you really should not be doing it from your home kitchen. Shouldn't be doing it from your home kitchen. Two, if you see the things that are in some of the products that you produce as finished goods, it is, the bacteria, people have found old nail, and I'm not guessing or spelling. I did the course, and they gave us as sample some of the things that they find in bag juice, box juice, all kind of snacks and so on. We really do need product liability insurance, because I have up to this week, Caroline, a lady said to me, Yannick, I found a scorpion, I'm not joking, in my salad. And what do I do? But I'm encouraging you to think. Tell customer, you can ask customer, this is where you would pick up your phone and call Caroline and say, listen, this is what has happened, what do I do? And you give support in that way, right?
Yeah.
So you actually guide them in how to even respond to customers, don't you?
Right.
Okay.
We have them report the claim, and then our legal department will take over the headache of handling that for the business owner.
So, Caroline, can you give us an idea of the general cost of this? I know this is the economic solution for, this is what you focus on. So give us an idea what kind of money we're talking about.
All right. So our packages, we have made it very simple. So if your asset worth is, say, up to 2.5 million, your premium can run from 85,000 plus the GCT. Okay. So, and this will give you your property coverage, your EL coverage, your PL, your products, your goods in transit, your money coverage, your fidelity guarantee coverage.
So this 85,000 plus GCT covers what period?
1 whole year. And that's what makes Key different from the other products, the other competitors' products out there. We are affordable.
But this is less money than when you insure your car, miss. No, but this serious. Okay, so this is really affordable.
Right.
It really is. Because what you're saying is that for under $10,000 a month, literally for what, less than I want to spend on credit for watch your live here right now. You can literally protect, it's peace of mind. That's really what you're doing, is paying for peace of mind.
And we even went to the extent of thinking about the business owner themselves. The package also covers personal accident. Most of us most of you as small business owners, normally would get health insurance from our employer.
Right.
You are now the employer. It's not something that you think about getting a group life health in coverage. So this plan also offers personal accident, that if you have an accident at home, it will reimburse you your medical expenses.
What?
So we are thinking about you to make sure that you're up and fit and well to be able to run your business, to look after your family.
Okay, so can you walk us through the process, right? Because, if you're watching now and you know somebody who has a small business, or if you have a small business,
unique. Yes. So depending on the type of business.
If I don't have well, before you come in, I just want to have a question. I know, because I remember I'm the small, I know what I'm going to ask already. What if we do have the $85,000? That's a starting point, by the way, because if you want more coverage, which you may need depending on your business, it could be more. But what if we do have that money?
We offer premium financing.
Come again?
We offer premium financing where you pay a small interest and then you can pay off the balance over 6 months period.
So with premium financing, how much could I start with?
Probably about a 25% deposit.
So I could literally tomorrow, well, tomorrow's Saturday, open on Saturday.
We're open on Saturday.
Look at me. Excuse me, they're open on Saturday. All right, so literally you could come tomorrow and walk in here with like $30,000, $40,000.
And take your insurance out for the year.
and have peace of mind for the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
And we're in a COVID time, so we know that every risk where could have happened, where we never thought could happen, can happen, right? Colin?
So, I get to know you can tailor a package to each entrepreneur depending on the situation.
Than the needs, yes.
Okay.
Value of doing these webinars, which is that I've never phone and call you.
So before we even get into the claim, I just wanted to add a little bit of additional information for our listeners. So my colleague would have made reference to EL and PL, and perhaps somewhere out there, someone is saying, what is EL? So that is employer's liability, and PL is public liability. So the employer's liability really provides protection for those employees, you know, any kind of incident, whether it's a slip or fall, burn, what else, injured in a motor vehicle incident whilst on their way to work or during the course of the employer's business rather. And the public liability provides protection for visitors to your premises and or damage to your visitors' property. So I just wanted to add that bit of clarity because a lot of persons are not familiar with the insurance jargon, and I think it's very important that they understand what this is about. And just to add that our Biz Protect policy, it's very nimble in this tailor that insurance package for you. So it's a solution. A lot of people shy away from that element, but I prefer that element of the business because you want your customer to have that peace of mind knowing that, you know, oh my God, there's a fire last night and my business had major damage. What do I do? Call us. That's what we're here for. This is where you really see your premium come into life. You call us, we'll tell you what to do. You visit our website, you download that claim form, you complete it, you email it to us, we'll call you, and we will hold your hands through the process. You know, we may need to appoint an investigator to collect additional information, but we will be there. I will always tell my insureds, particularly on the business side, keep proper documentation. I cannot stress that. It's very important because you have to substantiate what you're claiming for. And that is a reality. You're making a claim, you have to prove that you've suffered that loss. So we know the building is there, but what about the contents? You came and you said, you know, I have 5. You know, it's important that you keep your documentation.
And we take the receipt and we crush up and we put it to one side. That cannot work in this business. And the truth is, this is teaching you how to be a better business person because you really should be having better record keeping. But as Colin would tell us, you know, because you're a head cook and bottle washer, you don't necessarily do that. But this pushes you to be a better business person. So I love that. So, but you tell them up front what they need, as you are saying now.
So we do. So, you know, once you have a claim, we'll say, come in, give us all the information pertaining to the loss, and we will take that information. Of course, it is dependent on the extent of the loss. If it's a partial loss, it may be something that we can settle very quickly within a week once you have your documentation. You know, there may be some instances where we may require a police report or a fire report, you know, so we have to engage the external government agencies for the additional information. We will give you the documentation that you would need to request these reports, and of course we will keep you up to date as is required. So the claims element requires communication. A lot of times, you know, insureds, they don't call us, or they're busy, but it's a relationship. Insurance is relationship. We want to be there for you. So we want to ensure we have your current telephone numbers, you know, your current mailing address, your current email address, the one that you're using, so that we can contact you and talk to you. Because sometimes I find personally, as I interact with my customers, that they may say, oh, but I didn't hear from you. But when you say, is this your telephone number? They say, oh, I changed that number. And, you know, they blame us. But it's important because it's a partnership. And at Key, we strongly believe in providing excellent customer service. We strongly believe in our business, and we believe that our business is a success because of our customers.
Absolutely.
So we want to partner with our customers. We want to be there, not just to collect the premium, but also when they need us at the claim side. And so staying in touch is absolutely important. So even though we're social distancing, there are many ways to stay in touch with us. Many ways. And so that is important.
1982 is when the company was started, which, I mean, next year, that's 40 years in business. So you've been around for a long time, and you've been supporting business for a long time.
Absolutely.
You know, there are some people who will tell you, boy, I don't fancy the whole insurance thing because I haven't had a good experience. So we want to acknowledge that because we know that happens. But at Key, you know, there's a focus on making sure that the claims are processed.
Absolutely.
And that you're supportive.
We really believe that great service should start with us.
Yes.
As I said, not just on when you're effecting your policy, but also when you have had a loss and you need us the most. And so it's something that we have put resources behind because we're very deliberate about executing excellently on our customer service here at Key.
They've said it. I don't have it on tape. And I believe that they wouldn't just say it, they don't believe it. Worse, this is a company acquired by Grace Kennedy.
Absolutely.
Me used to work for Grace. I'm not afraid to tell you that, you know, it's really about quality and customer service. And Grace is where I learned the first time ever heard anybody say a complaint from a customer is a gift.
Absolutely.
Yeah? And so it tells you the mindset about even how they treat complaints. So it's not going to be perfect all the time, which is fine. But, you know, I do have a question that I probably want to throw out to the entire panel. and it's this, you know, very often small businesses don't have all the staff that they need to have, right? So they are not able to tell you all of the risks. But if they call you, do you offer a service where you can say to them, here are some things that you didn't even think of. Here are some exposures that you may have. Do you actually go to their facility and look around and say, let me look and see where you have exposure? And you know how the security companies, if you call them and say to them, can you come and look at my house? They will come and say, let me tell you where you're vulnerable, right? Do you do that?
So that is on a case-by-case basis, but when they call, so the actual visit would be a case-by-case basis, so not in all instances.
Okay.
What we try to do is get as much information. So in the conversation, we probe to find out, you know, about your business, your environment that you're operating into, as much information as we can get. And so based on the information that we receive, then we're in a better position to provide guidance in terms of the scope and extent of coverage that is required. And so it's very, very important that our prospective insureds and current insureds share as much information. And importantly, if during the course of the policy something changes, we want to know, because that can make a difference. If you have a claim and you did not disclose to us that you had a change midway in your policy period, we want to know. So let us say you're running a restaurant and you were cooking food and we've insured your business as a restaurant, and COVID is here and you decide that I'm not selling enough food, so you know what, I'm going to do juice delivery, so I'm only going to focus on juice. That's a change because you're no longer cooking, so perhaps your exposure has been reduced because you may no longer have the fire exposure because you're not cooking as much. You may have reduced your number of staff. So things like those are very important because it plays a role also, you know, in terms of the extent of your exposure and of course your premium calculation. So it could mean less premium for you.
So we're in the season of change. But you need to just call from now. If you have insurance already, now is a good time to also really look at the insurance that you have, because we are in the season of change. And many people have changed, and our customers have changed, because I know I'm not the same person I was last year. No, COVID changed everything, right? And it's probably the same thing for you as well. So as she's saying, it's really important for us to, when you have a change, remember that you need to talk to your partners, and your partners are your insurers, right?
And what we may also use, because you asked if do we physically go out?
Yes.
But I have found use, but I've asked person to send me photos. So you can take photos of the building, photos of the inside of your restaurants, so we can see. And if there are any risk exposures, we can say, okay, we see electrical outlet there, you may have to fix that. So the photos will help, especially the small businesses, to avoid the cost of, like, probably you don't have to do a valuation or get a survey done.
Okay.
So that will also help us to see the state of the business now and if something happens.
And you know, we love take selfie in Jamaica, right?
And it's very easy.
We're not gonna just take selfie, okay? We don't just, you know, we love to take out the phone and we take picture everything. Please, if anything happens, you take up, and this is just good advice generally. You're on the road and there's an accident, come out and take picture. Me love take picture. Take picture everything. I take picture your driver's license, the license plate, everything that's happening around, because you'd be surprised how much those pictures come in handy, as she's saying. So speaking of kind of, looking around and what's happening online, we have some questions that have come in. And I don't know who wants to take this, but the first question that has come in, and thank you for sending the questions, everybody. Is this insurance for small and micro businesses? That's the first question.
Go ahead. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, it is.
From 1 to 2.5 up to 75 million. When we assess the value of your stock, your building, yes, it is.
Okay. And so you go from 1
to 75
to
million.
75 million. So
in
it's definitely
value.
from micro. So if you're a one person, you're operating from your house. Literally, I mean, if you're just using your laptop and you're operating from home,
And you have a printer, yes, you
and
can.
you have a printer, and you.
Because when you add up, you might be surprised of the
Yes.
value of the equipment that you are using.
Yes. Okay. Second question. What's the monthly fee? If they were to do premium financing, what would the monthly fee look like?
I think I don't have it offhand, but probably I think like the interest rate runs from between about 6% for commercial customers.
Okay.
So that will be added to the premium.
That's
and
reasonable.
then, right, and you can divide that by 6.
Yeah, you're not killing nobody.
No.
Yeah, should not kill nobody. That's reasonable.
Remember though that the premium is based on your exposure, so it's based on your sum insured. So it's very difficult to, give you a very good guesstimation. So once we talk to you, we understand what your exposure is, then we're in a better position to, of course, say to you what your premium is likely to be and how we can work out a solution for you to pay that premium over a period.
I love that. But I love that you're also transparent about the percentage, the interest that you charge, right? You're not killing nobody. I love that.
Intention.
Okay, right. Okay. No, you're in the business of saving people. So thank you for those questions, and please keep them coming. And in the meantime, I promised you at the start of this webinar that somebody who is watching us right now is going to win something fantastic. You're going to win 50% off the value of your premium, which at a minimum would be about $45,000. So right now, I'm going to announce the winner of that gift, courtesy of Key Insurance Company. And the winner is, come on, give me a drum roll now. All right. Mr. Adam Reed, who is a farmer from Agrofarja, Jamaica, right? So it's Agrofarja Limited. We need to talk about that name, you and I, okay? That name is a little bit confusing, but that's okay. Congratulations, Adam. You've won for yourself 50% off your premium. So you need to call, because if you decide to take out a policy, you're getting a 50% discount on the first year. And so that's amazing for you. Just want to remind you that Key Insurance Company Limited is all over. It's not just here where we are at Crossroads in Kingston, Jamaica now, but also in Mandeville and Maypen and Portmore and Ocho Rios and Montego Bay. Did I leave off anywhere?
No, you didn't.
So they name everything. Me didn't even study for this testing, but I passed it. All right. So, any final words before we wrap up? I mean, I want to kind of give everybody on the panel a chance to share. I believe in opportunities, and yes, it's COVID time, and yes, there are challenges. But having trained people from all over the world, I know that entrepreneurs are really doing exciting things now. So what's your word of advice and to lift up people in these times?
Okay, well, that's where a JBDC come in. We're here for entrepreneurs. We offer a number of things. There's a business consultation, business advice, financial planning, financial management, and it will tie into the whole risk management and insurance thing. Because before you get to Key Insurance, you need to come to, as I say, with data, with information. And we help you put that information together. So if you're a small business owner, you're watching, feel free to come to JBC and JBDC, talk to us about your business. We can help you with your financial management, financial planning. If you're thinking of going to business, you can also come in and speak to us. Especially to the young people coming out, my CEO love to say, stop writing resumes and start writing business plans. Mm-hmm. So we're encouraging entrepreneurship now, especially in these COVID times where 130,000 people lost jobs last year.
Yes.
Is probably not getting any better this year.
Yes.
Things are going. So I start thinking how you can use the skills to earn for yourselves, because getting the job is getting tighter and tighter.
Absolutely.
So a JBDC.
JBDC. So, and of course, and you can call the JBDC anytime you want to give a number that they can reach.
876 928
Yes.
5161.
Yes, and the JBDC, for those of you who do not know, is the government entity that is really responsible for entrepreneurship, small business
Micro,
development.
small and
They
medium-sized
even have
enterprises.
incubator space. There's so many services that they provide. I've been working closely with them for several years. In fact, I used to chair the board at JBDC, so very intimate relationship with us there, and really good partners, and really people who care a lot. Say hi to everybody for me, please.
do.
All right, and then now I really want to turn to my lovely ladies who've been so helpful. And as you can see, when you come in here, it's very nice people. Everybody has smile, and them look at them like them work here. So let me turn first to Carleen to give her any word of advice, support.
Right. It's for persons or small entrepreneurs to concentrate on the business. Leave the insurance risk to us so you can concentrate on growing your business, so you have a future for yourself and your family. So we want you to be able to focus on that and leave the insurance risk to Key Insurance so you can have peace of mind.
Ooh, I love that. Because, we carry a lot. And we do need to give that. Some we kind of take the risk and give it.
Right. So we're sharing everything. So you give us that part and you concentrate.
And I
on
focus on making the money.
Right.
Guys, I'm serious. Like, if you're not the chief revenue officer in your company, then somebody has to be. We are the chief revenue officer. I'm serious. Like, I do this every day. I coach people. How much of your day are you spending on actually earning and making profit? Like, I did that up to this morning with one of my coaching clients. Like, we do that every day. So if you're spending that time, you need to outsource this risk, right? And as Key says, they take care of that headache. And before I ask our general manager here to wrap up, I have a last question that came in, and that is from another farmer, and he wants to know, can a chicken farmer insure his business?
And so that is something that we would definitely look at to see what is the exposure that this farmer has and how it is that we can offer a solution. So I'm not saying no at all. We may not be able to insure the live chicken, but you'd have other things that we can insure for you. For example, your equipment that you use on your farm. So that is very, very important. So all that prospective customer, I want to refer to him as, need to do is give us a call so we can hear from him exactly what it is that he has and how we can offer assistance.
Absolutely. And so now is the time to really just ask those questions, right? Colin, you want to say something before we wrap up?
So in a financial risk, like loss of income, loss of profit, can these things be insured in? So
it depends, again, I say, on the business. So once we have additional information from that prospective client, we're better able to provide a solution that would fit their needs from an insurance perspective.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I mean, they're not going to overpromise and then underdeliver, right?
They need. We want to hear from the customer or prospective customer, so we can then decide what is the best insurance solution.
But I love that Colin is asking the questions, because his mind is where mine is, which is that it's important just to ask. Yes. Nobody not charge if you ask a question. You can literally call, and let me remind you of the numbers to call. 888-CALL-KEY, that's 225-5539, 888-225-5539. And just a reminder that Key Insurance Company is in Maypen, Mandeville, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Portmore, and then where I am today in Crossroads. And as I turn to wrap up now with the lovely Tamara Graves-Husey, Tamara, just kind of some closing thoughts.
Okay, so, as I have indicated before, the importance of insurance, don't wait until you have a claim. At Grace Kennedy, we do what we do because we care. We really care, and especially in this season, we have to be stronger together, and so hence the reason why having insurance is important. And Key Insurance is a part of the Grace Kennedy Financial Group, and in the financial group, we have other solutions. So it's not just insurance that Grace Kennedy Financial Group offers. We have banking solution for small business owners via First Global Bank. We have GK Capital that provides investment opportunities. We have Proxim that provides loans. We have remittance, Grace Kennedy Remittance Services, and money services that also provide, that flow of income coming in from overseas to help small businesses. So the Grace Kennedy Financial Group really focuses on helping the Jamaican people, and we are proud to be a part of Grace Kennedy, and of course making whatever as best as we can to assist the Jamaican people. So it's very important because not only are we, so whilst Key Insurance is in Jamaica, Grace Kennedy Financial Group is also in the Caribbean. And so my sister companies may have similar products on particular islands that's similar. So I know for us at Key, we do have quite a bit of followers, not just from Jamaica, but outside of Jamaica. And so whilst Key is not operating in other Caribbean islands as yet, you do have our sister companies that operate in St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, and of course Turks and Caicos. So just want to put that out there. And you do have customers also that sometimes they say, boy, I don't like going to the insurance company directly. In our group, we also have allied insurance brokers, and they too has this product for sale on our behalf because they are a broker. And so just in case, I want customers to understand that if you can't reach us, or you feel comfortable choosing a broker partner, the product is available for sale, and Allied Insurance Brokers is also a part of the Grace Kennedy Group. And so we support each other because that's what we do, because we care.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well said. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I want to say thank you to the amazing panelists. I mean, they're so knowledgeable and they were so warm and sharing. Really, thank you very much to Colin Coley from JBDC, Carleen Isaacs, and of course, Tamara Graves QC, our name Bossy, yeah, right? And of course, the entire team that put this all together for you. Thank you very much for joining on Instagram, on Facebook. Thank you for joining wherever you are. And don't forget to keep on checking our pages, our social media pages. Have some great deals for your upcoming events. It was my pleasure to present to you. My name is Yannick Page again. And the last thing I want to leave with you, success, they say, is never owned, it's rented, and rent is due every single day. My question to you is, how are you going to pay your rent? You need to pay that every single day, and maybe it's time now to add some premiums and outsource that risk so you can focus on making the money. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, guys. It was a pleasure.
Key Insurance is now introducing the new PPV Protect for taxis and bus drivers, because your livelihood and side hustle is important to us too. Protect yourself, the man on the road, and all your passengers with PPV insurance coverage. Get up to 12 months premium financing today. Ask us how. Key Insurance, caring for PPV drivers and passengers as they commute daily. Get a quote. Call 888-CALL-KEY, that's 888-225-5539, or visit www.keyinsurancejm.com. One and ready. Key Insurance is now